If you manufacture, import, or sell products in Canada that contain plastic, there's a new requirement that you need to know about. It's called the Federal Plastics Registry, and it's changing how companies track and report plastic use across the country. This is part of Canada's national push towards zero plastic waste, and for the first time, the federal government wants consistent, detailed data on how much plastic is actually being placed on the Canadian market. For years, provinces have been developing their own Extended Producer Responsibility, or EPR programs, each with slightly different reporting rules. The federal government has decided to go further by creating a national reporting system, one registry to collect plastics data across Canada. In 2025, under the Canadian Environmental Protection Act, the government introduced requirements for producers to report what plastics they're putting on the market, and eventually, how that material is recovered, recycled, or disposed of. The ultimate goal is transparency and accountability across the entire plastics lifecycle. So, who exactly needs to report? The Plastics Registry applies to producers, anyone who manufactures, imports, or sells plastic packaging or plastic-containing products in Canada under their own brand. If you place a combined total of 1,000 kilograms or more of plastic on the Canadian market in a calendar year, across all your in-scope categories, you must register and report. National aggregate volumes below that threshold are considered exempt as of Phase 1. Phase 1 also covers plastic destined primarily for the residential waste stream. That means packaging, single-use or disposable items, and certain electrical or electronic equipment. Reporting focuses on mass, the kilograms of plastic placed on the Canadian market each year. You'll report by resin type and resin source for each product category applicable to you. Resin types refers to the chemical composition of the individual plastics, like high and low density polyethylene, polycarbonate, polyamides, and others. Resin source refers to where the raw material comes from, whether it is virgin or recycled, and whether it is a fossil-based or bio-based material. The first reporting year was 2024, with the reporting period wrapping up at the end of September 2025. Reporting is done through the federal online portal at rfp-fpr.ec.gc.ca. If you don't have perfect data yet, that's okay. The guidance allows use of reasonably accessible information. That can include supplier data, average bill of materials, fixed factor calculations, etc., as long as you document your method and stay consistent year to year. If you think that you fall within the scope for the FPR and that you'll need to start reporting your plastic flows, it is best to start your preparations early. There are 6 key steps to make sure that you're ready. Step 1 is to confirm whether you're in scope. Aggregate all of your operations across Canada. Step 2 is to identify which product categories apply to you. Step 3 is to map your supply chain. Gather as much resin data as you can from suppliers. Step 4 is to choose your calculation approach and document it. Step 5 is to set up a repeatable, ongoing data tracking process. Step 6 is to register in the FPR portal and designate your organization lead. Once those pieces are in place, you'll be ready not only for the Phase 1 deadline, but also for the following phases, which will expand the scope of the registry to industrial, commercial, and institutional waste streams, as well as adding further product categories. If your company puts 1,000 kilos or more of plastic packaging, single-use items, or electronics into the Canadian market in a year, you must register your company and report your annual plastic flows. It doesn't matter if you're a manufacturer or an importer. If it's plastic and it's sold in Canada, it counts. Compliance isn't just about avoiding penalties under the CEPA. It's about credibility. Transparent reporting shows your clients and your stakeholders that you're proactive on sustainability and ready for evolving standards. And besides that, reporting your data after Phase 1 will involve more detailed data, like specific waste streams and end-of-life information. Getting your systems in place now means smoother compliance and stronger ESG performance later on. If you're unsure where to start, that's what we're here for. EnviroPass helps manufacturers and suppliers collect, calculate, and report their plastics data with confidence. Visit our website or contact us today to get started. The sooner you build your reporting framework, the easier it will be to maintain compliance and position your company at the forefront of Canada's new greener plastics economy. I'm Jamie Freno-Cumba with EnviroPass. Thanks for watching.